everybody.
Welcome to Siblings Cipher Rap Podcast. This is a show based on old school hip hop shared between two siblings, one who grabbed onto it and one who went to the left. So,
I know some things.
brief introduction. My name is Eric. They call me Malik. This is Dion, and her name is
Ange. That's what he calls me.
And this is the Sibling Cipher Podcast. Based on
Old school hip hop, of which he is the guru. And I'm not just saying that because he is my brother. Let me tell you why I say that. I give him little quizzes. And then I'll ask Google, not Google, we use Amazon.
Yeah, what's your chick that you be on?
I use Amazon.
No, Alexa.
Yeah, well, I call her Amazon. Alexa.
Yeah,
Alexa.
that's the chick you be on.
Alexa, we don't need your help. Thank you.
There she go right there.
So I use her, and she's so fresh. I use her, and she always tells me the same thing that he said. So, I mean, and this is like stuff from the 70s. And he was born in 70, and I was born in 68. I'm 57.
I'm 55.
And he's 55.
But I'm a Nile River of information when it comes down to hip hop.
He tells me that he's Siri, he's Google, and he's Alexa. I don't need to ask anybody for anything about old school hip hop. I only need to ask him.
That's
and
right.
He's right. I'm not, and I promise you, I am not just saying that because he's my brother. I've never met anybody personally that knows more about hip hop than he does. That's all I'm saying.
I've run into a few individuals who thought they knew something about hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, and I run it by them, and, you know, they fail. You know what I mean? Because I ain't talking about no Run DMC, and, you know, I'm talking about the beginning.
Although Run DMC is a good group.
Don't get me wrong. They had their era.
Yeah.
But they didn't start rap.
No, they didn't. And a lot of people do think that they did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they
their
took it
lack
into
of
a
knowledge.
mainstream.
There you go. Yeah.
And because rap wasn't mainstream, doesn't mean it wasn't existing.
Right, right.
Now, you want to take us to the beginning, we start talking about DJ Kool Herc.
There you go. And his sister, Kim Campbell. Wait a minute, guys. I just want to make sure that that's her name. He knows that it's right, but I just want to give myself props for knowing that because I looked it up. Her name was Cindy Campbell. See, I'm sorry. Her name was Cindy Campbell. And they gave a legendary back to school jam in their apartment building. And it was held at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. Now, I know that on August 11th, actually, it was a day before your birthday.
I know.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I'm not going to get any credit for this because he's going to say that I just read that and I looked it up. So, but I'm going to give myself credit because I think I deserve it, period, point blank. And I just really liked that story because it was him and his sister. And I just think if a sister and brother can hold something down like that, it just, because I know what we've held down together as brother and sister.
The
because
sister was carrying the equipment.
Oh my goodness.
All right?
That's all you see me is carrying the equipment?
She did not actually participate in the creation of hip hop. Although, for
you think Kool Herc would what you talking about? You talking about his sister like that?
I'm giving this one because every positive, productive black man needs a positive woman, and that was his sister. Right. That was his support system.
Okay.
Because we need a support system.
And we're each other's support system.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to take anything from him, giving her a flower. But the actual production of hip hop comes from his hands.
Okay, Kool Herc. Shout out to DJ Kool Herc.
And I really feel that even when they do the 50th hip hop anniversary.
Didn't they have that? Did they have that already?
Yeah, that passed. And it was, all right. It was there. But
happened.
We don't.
That happened.
Right, it happened. But we don't need to be recognized by mainstream
Okay.
because our recognition comes from the streets.
There you go. And the people who really know rap music.
Exactly. So how can you have a 50th anniversary and not start the segment off with DJ Kool?
Well, do you think it has a lot to do with the record labels?
What record label? You
No,
didn't
no,
have
no,
a
no,
record
no, no,
label.
no. I'm saying when they do those celebrations, what they're doing is the people who are on the record labels. They're the, you know what I'm saying?
But you can't
I'm
celebrate
not
hip hop.
saying that you shouldn't, but I'm not giving you an
That is
excuse. I'm
incorrect.
giving you a reason.
It's incorrect because you have to give a man his flowers.
Yeah.
You can't say, "Oh, we know you created this, but because you're not signed to a major record label, we can't have you on here."
I remember there
What?
was one, I don't remember how many years ago it was, and I don't want to say the network, but there was some kind of hip hop celebration, and I called you and told you to turn it on, and you called me back and you were like, "And this is nonsense," and you start naming all the people that weren't on there. Where's this person? Where's that person? Where's this person? Because it was just all of the people that went mainstream, that were
Exactly.
acceptable, and that came before it weren't from the 70s. It was from like the 80s on, right?
If you look at those shows, I will give you a prime example. And she happens to be the topic of this first episode of our show.
Okay.
You never hear her name.
Okay.
You never hear anyone give her recognition.
Miss Melody. She was the first lady of hip hop.
That's you know that's that's
I'm gonna
heartbreaking.
assume that I'm wrong.
That's heartbreaking that someone would say Miss Melody.
What's wrong with Miss Melody?
There's nothing wrong with her, but you know because she came
What
out
year did she come out?
86-ish.
Okay, so who is the
80.
first? Okay,
85-ish, 86-ish.
well then correct me and tell me who is the first lady
The
of.
first lady of hip hop is actually a young lady from New York. Her name is Shy Rock.
Okay.
She was in a group called the Funky 4 Plus One More.
Oh, you really like that group,
Right. So,
And I remember on Halloween when we were giving out the candy, we had our little party. You did tell me that. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot.
so Shy Rock is the first lady of hip hop. She's the first actual African American black woman to actually get put in a record contract and be signed to a deal.
Okay.
She was part of a 5-man group. It was 4 MCs, Lil Raheem, 3 other individuals, and her. If you ever look on the record label on the cover, you'll see her standing there with the jacket, and it says Funky 4 Plus One More. She's the actual one more.
Okay.
She's the first individual black young lady of rap. Some people who may not know about her, because I know some people out there right now like, oh, Shy Rock, what's he talking about? Do your homework on Shy Rock, Funky 4 Plus One More. So you do your homework and then you be like, oh no, oh yeah, right. I know. But, you know, I hear that a lot. I'm not saying that, you know, people are not enthusiastic or they're not well
There's some
versed.
things people just don't know.
Yeah, but then, you know, you should stay in your playing field.
Well, I mean, they don't know because I don't think it's necessarily, because they're trying to battle somebody about it.
I have
Well,
had
yeah, I
individuals
guess, you
who
have.
claim that they knew about
Yeah,
rap.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
The only
Well, you
thing,
couldn't.
no, I could try.
Yeah, but you would
The
be
only,
embarrassed.
but I bet you that I could battle you about Johnny Mathis.
Who?
Oh my God.
Yeah, y'all don't even know who that is. And I know.
Johnny Mathis.
Yeah, do your homework
He-
on Johnny Mathis.
Oh my goodness. He's still alive. He just retired at 90 years old. I've seen him in
was still
concert.
singing?
Yeah, he was still singing.
Please, bro.
That man is worth $400 million
Why he
and
still
never
performing?
wrote because he loved it. He loved his job.
Oh, God.
He loved his job. I mean, and that's impressive.
Yeah, I don't think we got no 90-year-old rapper.
No, and it's impressive that he would continue to get up on the stage. Well, anyway, and continue to sing for our enjoyment. And I had the great pleasure of meeting him. So that's another story for another
Johnny Mathis.
another podcast. He couldn't. Nobody else in my family likes Johnny Mathis. I love Johnny Mathis, but anyway.
I like the Cold Crush Brothers. I like Fantastic Five. I like Busy Bee. I like Double Trouble. I like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. We are talking about icons
Right.
of rap.
Okay.
So,
What was the song? What song did Funky 4+1 More?
Funky 4
What song did they sing?
Well, they had an album,
Their number one.
but their smash hit was "That's the Joint."
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. That's the,
What's the one that I like so much that I keep singing?
Yeah, you get that confused. And I don't understand. So we have an acronym, JAWN, JAWN, JAWN.
Philly slang, y'all. Philly slang.
Philly slang, JAWN.
Don't let anybody tell you any differently. New York tried to steal it and said that it was theirs.
And it's impossible.
And it's not theirs. That's a Philadelphia slang. And I'm going to tell you a short political story. When George Bush was running for president, and he had a problem with counting all of the votes, and they were downtown on Market Street protesting. Mayor Good, he was the not good. I'm sorry. Oh, what's his name? Oh,
Which
goodness.
one?
He was really fun. The Street.
Mayor Street?
Yeah, he was the mayor, right?
No, that wasn't Street doing what presidency was it?
Well, anyway, Street was involved. He was a politician. And he was downtown, and they were protesting, and somebody had a sign up that said, "Count every one of those joints." That's a Philly slang.
That's right.
So don't let nobody tell you anything differently. Take it away.
So we had this group. What was that group's name? Poor Righteous Teachers. They were from
Rock This Funky Joint.
Right.
That's the one.
But this not Rock This Funky Joint. It's Rock This Funky Joint.
Yeah.
JOINT.
And I got really, really passionate about that, but I'm going to be totally honest with you. Full disclosure, I used to sing Rock This Funky Joint. I did.
Yeah, but I mean, how?
I just did.
It's because you don't understand. You was going to change the lyrics of a person's song and say, well, that's what I'm going to say. That's crazy.
Oh my! I've sang plenty of rap songs, and then I go and look up the lyrics. I'm like, oh my God, they're not even saying that.
Thank God for the internet and AI and
yes,
because if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't know nothing.
And TikTok.
Yeah, because TikTok does those little dances and all this stuff.
I never learned the dances, but I learned a lot of. I heard a lot of old rap songs from TikTok. But you know what? Again, anything that I know, any knowledge that I have, even if I can't remember it fully, I did learn from him.
Yeah,
so.
because I'm the guru.
Yeah, you are the guru.
So, like I said...
And I'm not going to say I'm the know-nothing, because I do know some things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what?
God, ask me a question, and don't be cruel.
I'm saying...
Okay, just
don't do this. You don't want to do
but
this.
just don't be cruel. Just make it basic.
What's basic?
Don't try to clown me, because... Yeah, you love being like Aunt. What do you?
So look, it was a group called Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Yeah. One of the members of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 came from another group. I'm gonna give you his name. His name was Raheem. What group did he come from?
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
He went to that group, but he came from another group. And I'll give you a verse of these things, this song in Grandma's Flash. Raheem and all the ladies' dreams. Cowboy's gonna make you jump for joy.
Just wait.
Now, if you out there, you think
brand
about...
new funk. What? That's all I can think of.
What? That's,
Will Smith is.
that's Jazzy Jeff. Will Smith.
That's all I can think of. Okay, what group was it? What group? What group did he go to?
Alright, so Raheem came from the Treacherous Three.
Oh, the Treacherous Three.
Yeah,
Okay,
L.A.
I
Sunshine,
didn't know
Kool
that.
Mo D, and Raheem.
Oh, cool. Was cool. Who was the guy? No, Kuma D was the glasses. Now, who was the guy who used to wear the big round hat?
That's Houdini.
Houdini. I liked Houdini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Houdini was on the Fresh Fest. That was the concert that used to come around. It was Houdini, Run DMC, Fat Boys, and hold up. It was Run DMC, Houdini, Fat Boys, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and those were the five entertainers. Because this was like right when that era. Oh, LL Cool J. But this is when he was first starting off, so he was like opening act. So it was LL Cool J, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, Sheila E. Run DMC, Fat Boy. Yeah, that was the Fresh Fest.
Well, what about the young lady we were talking about, Shyrock?
Shyrock, but she had already faded. She had her time.
Oh.
You know what? It's unfortunate because she was such a talented young MC, but her era that she came in,
Right, wasn't ready for her yet.
it wasn't ripe.
It wasn't primed for her.
It wasn't prime for that
Like when
particular genre.
when Dana
because of
came
rap.
out. When Dana came out.
Who?
Dana.
Who's that?
Queen Latifah.
Oh, you told that one by her government name like y'all grew up together.
We did.
I don't know that woman.
And if you're watching, you really did grow up with me, Queen Latifah, because I loved your music. I thought you were so strong, and your lyrics were. And I do know, the one when the guy called her the bad name, and she said, "I punched him dead in his eye," and I was like, "That's right, Queen. You don't take no mess off people." That's what I like.
What's the name of the song?
Wait a minute. UNITY. UNITY. That's what it is.
That's it. That's it.
I got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a high five on that? All right.
1 out of what? 99. 1 out of that's her
Okay,
percentage.
please don't make me sing. Please don't make me sing Little Kim, Crush on You. Because I know all the words to that song.
I'm gonna spare the audience of that. Yeah, we're gonna spare him on that one. I'm doing y'all.
Although, I'm going to tell you guys, I looked up the lyrics, and
It's a dirty song.
she's saying some pretty bad stuff that I was singing, and I didn't even know. And I'm not like some innocent. I'm not some innocent. But there was lingo. Like, I didn't know, yo, shorty, let's go get a bag of the lethal. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And then the I didn't know that the trees meant the marijuana, and yeah, she said some pretty.
She was the queen of smut.
But she was amazing.
Yeah,
she
she
is
was
amazing.
smart, yeah.
I mean, I love all the female artists, and I just love them all. I'm not going to choose. But anyway, so go ahead.
Shad Rock came before her time, and unfortunately, her single with the Funky 4 Plus One More, it had a buzz in the club. Don't get me wrong. And then the underground circuit didn't get any radio play. But if you look at classic old school rap video podcasts, you might get a glimpse of her.
Okay.
But to actually get in tune with her, you would have to do some homework and look her up. Because by the time...
Can we shout her out and invite her on?
Sure. Yeah, Shyrock. If you out there listening, Shyrock, get at
Anybody
us.
who knows her?
Come on, holla at us. We'll bring you on, give you the floor. You can tell us your amazing story of how you climbed up. First of all, I want to know how you even got with them 4 dudes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What? You were rapping and they encouraged you, or were you related to one of them, or,
And even though I didn't know that you were the first lady of rap music, in all seriousness, knowing your history and knowing that you were able to stand 10 toes down with with three other men,
Or
four other men, and hold your own. I don't care if it was just one album. You did it. And I have a lot of respect for you for that. So I would love to meet you, love to talk to you, and hear your incredible story because I know you know stuff that we have no idea about.
exactly, because if you look at it, if you're not talking about
Can I
selling
say
your
it?
body
Yeah.
and smutting
And the
and
pew-pews
yeah,
and
you ain't talking about getting high and
Yeah.
getting partied by a group of men. The industry don't really want it.
And we don't like that. That's why we like the old school.
Yeah.
We talk about how there's certain eras. You're gonna press it again. There, we talk about We're not gonna bring anybody's name into it. We're not gonna even say a year, but there was a.
Ready to pair.
There was
Connected.
There was excuse our boombox. She has so much to say. But there's like a certain era, a certain year where it
transformed.
shifted and it just became less appealing because I did start listening to rap music. I'm gonna say when I was like maybe a junior or a senior in high school, and
No,
I
don't
still
say that.
it was because I went to the proms and I knew the music. I went to the Kennedy's junior and senior prom. Now, come on, I wouldn't have gone if I didn't enjoy that music. It was hip hop music, but I did.
You didn't know it. You didn't know it.
So, I said all that to say that it's the old school, especially for him. And I get so excited. I get more excited, like watching him get excited about the old school. So, again, First Lady of Hip Hop, we'd love to have you on here to sit down and talk because you're from our generation.
Yeah. And
You're-
when we say generation, we mean that because you can't go any further back.
There you go.
And when you were in your prime and you were doing your thing, I was listening to you.
Yes.
So I came up with you.
Yep.
And I followed you and I listened to your music. And when I Google and I look at YouTube, I find you. Although we weren't having, the only thing that really crushes us is that they weren't making videos back then.
Exactly.
So you'll get a picture of the album cover.
And that's another thing, the MTV era. That's what that's kind of where they start with the celebration.
Well, that's who really, see, but before MTV, there was late night boombox that came out of Philly.
out of Philly or
Out
New
of
York?
Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
We had a podcast. We used to look at it late night on Saturday nights.
A podcast?
I mean,
Radio show?
no, it was a show. It came on
TV?
Channel 29.
Oh, 29. Wow.
Yep, Channel
Okay.
29.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not 29. 57.
Okay. All
Channel
right.
57. Yep, it was a late night. But that's when hip hop was introduced into the mainstream.
Right.
And
Remember you were telling me about the rap, we were talking and about the rap free day and work day.
listen, in the 80s, early 90s, DAS
From
had
town.
from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my city, they had a rap-free work day. They was trying to box us out
Until they decided they could make money off
until
of it.
they seen that it was a
Lucrative.
money-making machine.
Oh, yeah.
Then, what? Now you turn do they even play classical hip-hop? Do your homework on DAS. Now they play rap.
But I think that to counter DAS, Power 99 came on.
Or Power 99, Q102.
Yeah.
What was that other one? 103.
I don't know.
Or 103.9 or 103.5 was one of
Well,
them.
there were more. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I only knew DAS.
To this day, they're still open. They're
Okay.
on right now. But once they seen the genre that they were playing, DAS was like,
Do you remember back in the day when, oh my goodness, and we still have your boombox. We still have your
yeah.
boombox. We still have your
"Still got my
boombox.
boombox."
It's been through a lot, but he still has his boombox. And I remember when he got it for Christmas, and my mother said, I think that your father bought that as punishment for me. And I had to listen to As We Lay every morning before as he was getting ready for school. And who's that by? Shirley Murdoch. So but anyway, I wanted to bring up the boombox because he had an antenna that you could get the New York station.
I used to nigga rig it and put it on. I had a long ass cord, a wire that came into the house, and I would hook it up, and I could.
That's right. You used to get it off the roof.
Off the roof.
And bring it through the window.
That's right. And I used to be able to get BLS.
Yes.
That's how I knew. I knew records before they even come out because they used to perform them live at the Roxy's. I knew the songs before Heavy D. I had tapes with Heavy D live at the Roxy, the Fat Boys live at the Roxy. Then I used to go down the dial and listen to 98.7 Kiss FM. Now, on 107.5, they had
Who
Mr.
went off
Magic.
the air? Didn't one of them go off the air? Because I know BLS is still around.
BLS is still around. So is Kiss FM.
Somebody went off the air, I thought.
Kiss is still
Hot
there.
97
Hot
every day is
97,
my word. Okay.
They kind of like took over. Kiss went from that young hip hop era to that more old school type of thing. But they had an era every night, 11 o'clock on Friday night.
Yeah. He was dialed in.
What? Mr. Magic Molly Mall, world premieres, and then down the dial they had 98.7 Kiss, DJ Red Alert, and then before
I do remember that.
you don't remember Red Alert.
I do too. I remember the name. Okay.
Okay, you might remember.
And what about the other guy? He was. I don't know if he was Puerto Rican or not.
Who?
He was a DJ. I told you I met him.
Clue?
No.
Dang, what was that?
Isn't this crazy?
Yeah.
We're showing our age.
It was the Spanish boy.
Yeah.
But that was way before his era.
Okay.
Way before. He came later.
All right.
Yeah, he came way later. When Mr. Magic was on BLS, and Red Alert was on Kiss, this was 83, 84. Yeah, 83. Yeah, I was like 13, 14. Might have been 12, 13. About that era, 82, 83.
You know what's really a shame is that I just put in Latino, if he is Latino, DJs, and do you know his name doesn't even come up? It's a shame because they just replace people so easily. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, it was Clue was from Desert Storm, but that particular genre of rap on in the 80s, that was more so old school. It was old school. It was old school. Okay. So at that, we're gonna start wrapping this up, and we want to thank y'all for joining us.
And I'm sorry for interrupting him so much because he had so much more information to give you.
We look forward to y'all coming and see us again on the next time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pick up where we left off at. We're gonna pick up another rapper. We're gonna delve into their history, where they come from, what they dropped for us, and what contribution they had to rap as it built up. And
thanks for coming, guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, even though I'm already in Christmas era.
Take us away.
Okay. Is this a Superman? I wish I could dance. Down.
Right there.
Click it.